Yo, what's up, guys? And today's video is going to be about Demon Slayer done right, the season we don't want but need. Here we go, season 4, Hashira training arc. A lot of people received it poorly-esque, mainly because it's well, we'll get into it. I hope you guys enjoy. All right, first of all, a little bit of lore. Manga-wise, this arc is shorter than the average P stream. This thing is like, I want to say 8 chapters, or like between 8 to 12 in the actual manga, and it's actually kind of insane that they even attempted to even adapt this into a whole season, because it's like, what are you going to adapt it to? Right now we're in five episodes in, and we're already at Gyome, which is pretty much at the end of the arc, more or less. So it's pretty damn short. So, but it's supposed to be the calm before the storm, except the storm is an interdimensional portal to hell. As you guys know, in the very first episode of season 4, Sanami and Iguro, I'm gonna call him Obanai because I just completely forgot his first name until now. Anyways, them two in the beginning during an anime only scene, which was amazing, by the way, they ended up seeing a glimpse of the actual Infinity Castle. They have no fucking clue what it was, and it was spectacular. This is exactly what I wanted to see. The Hashira, spoilers, the Hashira are going, they never really see the Infinity Castle. No one really sees the Infinity Castle, pretty much, if I can remember correctly, until the actual arc. And the anime decided to introduce it and give it a little bit of background, and it was actually done well. So that's good. And there's a lot of pacing issues, heavily criticized for its out-of-place feels and a lack of content that it could have had. That's pretty much the main gripes of the manga. But the anime was not having that shit at all. Ufotable-sama yet again puts Demon Slayer on their back with anime-only scenes. Like I was saying before in the previous live, man, there were so many anime-only scenes in the first couple of episodes. Like I would say that the first 3 or 4 episodes have nothing but anime only. I would say this last episode, episode 5 so far, was the least anime-centric, or at least anime-centered, because a lot of the material in the 5th episode was mainly from the manga, adapted straight from the manga. But yeah, Ufotable, I don't know how the fuck to pronounce their name. They're doing a great job with providing some lore and some good information for the beginning, and it's really good. But I will say though, Demon Slayer battles do feel like watching people play with lightsabers. Like, this shit feels like I'm watching like a smoke screen, and then I'm seeing a bunch of like laser beam just going everywhere. A bunch of like lasers, like laser pointers. That's what it feels like to me. But I'm actually loving the fodder interact with the MCs, and I'm loving the fact that the Demon Slayer Corps is feeling like an organization instead of a bunch of randoms. I don't know about you guys, but like I remember in the first season and the second season especially, well, more like the first season, you see Demon Slayer Corps members that aren't main characters, but like they all get washed, they all get murdered like easily by like Lower Moon 6 or whatever, and that's pretty much the most you see of Demon Slayers. That little arc, the Mount Nagumo arc, whatever, that little beginning part was pretty much the majority of what you see. But in this arc, we're actually seeing the Demon Slayer Corps be like actually an organization. It's actually really refreshing. I really wanted to see that. And to me, again, like I said before, this animation that they're doing for this season, they could really take advantage of it by introducing more lore, introducing more information. Because to me, a longer season equals more filler and character development, which in this case, for the narrative of Demon Slayer, it's going to build a better Infinity Castle arc. You know, a lot of people who are anime only have no clue what Infinity Castle arc is. You know, so again, I pray for you. I want you to pick a favorite character in this arc, and promise me to love them with all your heart, because, you know, I just want you to love them. I want you to take care of them. I want you to just, you know, cherish them as much as you can, because, you know, this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. Love them and love them hard. Hashira. Again, like I said, lightsaber go burr. We're seeing a bunch of like anime-only scenes between Hashira fighting each other and training, and it's really cool. But at the end of the day, it really is just lightsabers and just a bunch of laser pointers going around, a bunch of smoke. It's cool, but it does feel like, from an animated point of view, like not lazy, but like I was really hoping for more swordsmanship, because these breathing styles are directly corresponding to sword styles. You know, the way Mushiro uses his misbreathing is directly correlated with how he attacks. It's not some special chi he's using. He's using a certain style of swordsmanship, and these lightsaber go bird thing is kind of eh. But again, there are some good things about these characters. We're seeing more of them, right? So Muchiro, however the fuck you say his name, is treating Tanjiro like a flower. Meanwhile, he's treating everybody else like how women treat men in 2024. It's hilarious, and it's also peak. Like it's really, it makes sense. Tanjiro has put in the work, and he's proven himself 2 times over, and it's like, I get it. And these other Demon Slayer fodder really ain't doing nothing. We're gonna get into that later. But yeah, usually I don't like unnecessary filler, like a lot. But again, like I said, it's really needed here. We don't really get too much filler. We don't really get too much development for these characters when you meet them, at least in the manga. There are so many different characters that you meet, like Hashira, for example, that I just wish we got more of, but you really don't. Like Tengen, you don't really get much of Tengen, past the Entertainment District arc. Like in the manga, you get that little episode that was the first or second episode of the season, and then that was pretty much it until pretty much it, more or less. But yeah, I hate it, but it's not that bad here. Seeing more of them interact with each other is really cool, but it's also kind of pointless because the conversations they have really aren't rooted in anything. It'd be really cool if you could see them contemplate what they saw during the Infinity Castle, that little glimpse of that, or if these characters showed some kinds of conversations other than like the hype of like the upcoming battle. I wish like we got to see more of these characters' backstories, or we got to dive into like why they feel the way they feel, or like hints into that. Maybe I'm blind, maybe I'm just stupid and I'm not seeing that. So let me know in the comments if that actually is the case. But on to the actual Demon Slayer core. About damn time we actually see some core. Like we're actually seeing, we're seeing some people actually work, and every episode has a unique background character, or at least a group of them that, and they give them lines, and they actually interact with the main characters like Tanjiro and Zenitsu and stuff. And I really think it's cool because it does develop the organization as a whole, and it does give us like, we're actually starting to see these people as people. I just can't wait to see the other characters like Murata and Inosuke. He popped up at the end of the 5th episode, so it's really cool. I really do enjoy seeing these background characters, being developed, because we really didn't have a clue of who these characters are. We don't get names like that, but it's still good. Again, like I said, we don't get names. They are really trash cans, and they know it. But I mean, they still show up. Like in every episode, these fodder characters, like they always have a scene where they're like, "Please, Hashira, don't. Please, like we're gonna die if you train us one more drill. Like please don't." You know what I'm saying? Like we know we're fodder. Just let Tanjiro and y'all handle it. Like we just want to train and support you guys. There's like so many scenes in the season so far where like they're like having that point of view, and like in my head I'm like thinking 2 things. I'm like, okay, y'all really, respect, like that's cool. I'm glad that y'all know y'all place in the story, but like at the same time, come on guys, like when y'all might pop out and unlock a Demon Slayer mark or some shit. Come on, like are you guys seriously like tapping out already? Like you haven't fought a demon yet, y'all fighting the dudes that fight the demons, and y'all already like y'all tapping out. Like what the hell, guys? But again, I can't wait to see them unlock their Demon Slayer mark and defeat Muzan. Like Infinity Castle are gonna be a movie. I can't wait to see these niggas like knock some heads, because they're really gonna show out. I'm really proud of them for real. The demons. All right, again, Mappa is carrying Upper 4. Like there's a couple of scenes where they show Upper 4's little eyeballs running around, looking for the Demon Slayer core and their organization and stuff. And the manga did an 1/8 of what Mami Mappa is cooking up, and it's actually pretty good. I just hope that these next couple of episodes really do put an emphasis on the demons and show us a little bit more of what we can hope to see in the next arc. Again, this arc is supposed to hype up the next arc, so do that. Let's do it. Slowly showing the presence through the season so far is very, 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 very good. I still don't get why Muzan doesn't just send every upper moon or himself to find the Demon Slayer core and just headquarters, and just, I don't know why he doesn't just go there and just decimate everybody, because like we've seen what Upper Moon 3 can do. Upper Moon 3 was fucking around and killed Rengoku. He wasn't even trying for real. The only reason why he almost died was because he gave Rengoku a chance to become a demon, and he was actually trying to just test the limits of a human, of a Demon Slayer. He knew he was going to win the entire time. I think people forget that these niggas don't get tired. They don't get tired. They can regenerate as long as they have energy. And it's like when you're fighting somebody that can't get tired, that's kind of like a broken ability, but whatever. But I don't know why Muzan doesn't just do it himself, but I guess he got chemistry or songs to write. But again, this is a huge opportunity to get some demon filler in here, but it's whatever. I don't think it's necessarily mandatory because they're doing other character development with other characters in the Demon Slayer core, which is fine. But I'm just saying there's a gem that they could be digging right now, but they're choosing not to. So far, so good. So, but again, like I said, pick a character and love them. You know, these demons aren't fucking around, and neither are these demon slayers. So, you know, these guys are working hard, and these demons are eating a lot of people to make sure they're strong for the next, you know, battle. So, I say, guys, you know, buckle up. But closing thoughts, real quick. Keep it up, Mother Maps. This season is way better than anticipated, at least for me. But it's not saying much because the potential of like the Hashira training arc wasn't supposed to be that big of an arc, but you know, they're doing more than what they could have done because they could have just adapted the whole manga, made it a movie or whatever. But I think they're doing a decent job. I don't have a problem with it. I do think that they should let the main cast do something other than talk about, you know, then throw fly paper airplanes and talk about how useless everyone is without a Hiyori. It's just like, I get it, but like there's a lot of building that we could do, you know? Like, it's really cool to see, and I like to see that kind of stuff. You know, I like to see Muchido and Tanjiro having a good time, but like there are some really big storylines that could be hinted at that I think could be used. The time could be used wisely, more wisely in my opinion, but it's not a big deal because they're still using it. It'd be way worse if they weren't using it to me. But I like lightsaber battles, but not that damn much. Like, I hope they really do, when they start animating the real fights next arc, I really hope they do take the time to animate the swordsmanship. And I mean, but that's not really their style. Mappa really isn't really interested in the in like really detailed animation in terms of, you know, the swordsmanship and how they move the swords. A lot of it is a lot of spectacles, a lot of you know, animation. When Miss Hashira does Miss shit, you see mist in the screen. You know, when the Snake Hashira does snake shit, you see the snake slithering and slathering through and hitting niggas. So like, it's not really that angle, but I do hope for some of these characters like Kokoshibo, Demon, you know, Upper Moon 1, you know, he's a swordsman. I want to see him actually use his sword. I don't want to see his, you know, I'm not going to spoil, but I don't want to see certain things, you know. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you. Subscribe or else I'll activate my domain expansion and shut this whole shit down, okay? Sukuna, these niggas ain't got shit on Sukuna, ain't got shit on Gojo. Gojo with one-shot Muzan. Hell yeah. But anyways, guys, that's it. That's all I'm going to say for this video. If you like, subscribe below, and I'll catch you on the next one, all right? Peace.